What is up, guys? You're very welcome along to the Anfield Agenda player ratings after the Reds travel to Amsterdam and beat Ajax by 3-0 to safely book our passage into the knockout stages of the Champions League. As always, I'm going to go through this starting 11 one by one, give you my ratings of them. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video and of course hit that subscribe button for me as well. We will start off, as we always do, with our big, beautiful Brazilian shot stopper, Alisson Becker, who kept yet another clean sheet today. Now, it wasn't without panicky moments. Ajax probably should have scored in the game. They certainly had enough goal scoring opportunities, but between him making fantastic saves and Ajax not really shooting very well, we managed to get away with a clean sheet. But as always, Alisson Becker is there to reassure us at the heart of the Liverpool defence. We were really lucky not to go behind early doors when Ajax hit the post, but after that I thought he was grand. No problems. Look at him. How could you be angry with that man? Why would you be angry at him? He's fantastic. As I always say, I find it hard in games where we keep clean sheets and where he doesn't have to make loads of saves to really give him a rating. So with that in mind, I'm going to go for a safe 7 tonight for Alisson and move on to the next player. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So, my friends, what is Circle? What the hell has it got to do with us? And how can we have a bit of fun with it tonight? Circle is a sweepstakes game, an all-new sweepstakes game that is going to take the world of football by storm. What happens here is the winner is decided by what happens in the game. Everybody who enters tonight's Circle will be put into our Anfield Agenda Circle by using our link. That will cost you £3 to buy in, and the winner is highlighted at all times at the top of the circle. The circle will move depending on different things on the pitch. A corner, a yellow card, that will cause the circle to move 2 places, 4 places, depending on the event. Now, every time there's a goal, this is the bit I love, every time there's a goal, 20% of the pot will be paid out to whoever is on top at that moment. So it'll give you lots of options, and you can of course set up your own circle in the future if you'd like. Tonight we'd like you to join our circle, but down the line, let's say you got a group of 5 or 10 mates, and let's be honest, a lot of us have WhatsApp groups for FPL, stuff like that. Well, you can create your own circle. Best part about that is you set up the game rules, you set up the buy-in, and worst case scenario, one of your mates wins a few bob. I do have to state at all times, begambleaware.org is there for any of your responsible gambling tools, and you do have to be 18 years or over to play and a resident of the UK. Trent, so happy for Trent tonight because, again, I can only speak for myself and what I've seen, but I thought himself and his fullback partner on the other side, Andy Robertson, were top notch, really were. Trent was, I don't want to say back to his best, but certainly I hope he's starting to once again silence the doubters, because these clean sheets are racking up and Trent is part of a defence that is starting to keep more and more clean sheets. On top of that, he had plenty of impact in a positive way going forward today. So the naysayers may shut their mouths. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I'm giving him an A today. Oh yeah, I did. A. Moving on to Joe Gomez. Bit of a mixed bag, if I'm being honest, for Joe tonight. Some brilliant balls out of the defence over the top to set up attacks for us. Second half, I thought he was much better, but I'd be lying to you if I said there weren't moments in the first half where I thought he was a little bit shaky. But as I said, again, he did get better as the game went on. I think he will probably see his chances a bit more limited now that Ibrahim Konate is working his way back, and I expect we'll see Ibu start against Leeds. But Joe Gomez, decent performance. I'm going to give him a 6. Moving on to Virgil van Dijk, the man who had his armpit tickled today. I don't know if you spotted that. Connor drew my attention to it. I think it was Davy Klassen who was tickling under Virgil van Dijk's armpit from a set piece, and I don't know if it was effective or not, but I don't know where to go with that, honestly. Like, why are you tickling a man's armpit? I get you want to get close to Virg, but it's Davy Klassen. He's in the international team with him, so he's in and around Virg all the time. Maybe it's an inside joke, I don't know. But look, I thought Virg was really good today. I thought he was the better of our 2 centre-halves, and again was part of the defence that kept a clean sheet. I don't know if we'll ever see Virgil van Dijk get back to his imperious best, his swashbuckling, you're not getting past me, I'm going to score from corners, do what I want, Virgil van Dijk, best centre-half in the world type performance. But even if he gets up to 70 or 80% of that, that'll more than do me for his time at the club. I'm going to give him a 7 today in my player ratings. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Andy Robertson. loved his performance. He is my man of the match today. A man of the match performance for me, for Andy Robertson. You could have given it to Darwin, a couple of other players as well, but I love this from Robbo. There were some questions asked. Was he going to be pushed out by Kostas Tsimikas when he had that injury? But I think since Robbo has come back, he's shown us that he is the best left back that we currently have. Although I'm not knocking Kostas at all. I do like Kostas, but Robbo seems to be getting back to his steady best. And for me, man of the match performance today from Andy Robertson. What will I go with? 9. Oh, 9. That's a bit special, isn't it? A 9. I don't give out 9s very often, but I was really, really impressed with Robbo today. So look, let me know if you think we're starting to see those positive signs of Robbo getting back to his best. I thought he was magnificent today, and my man of the match. Fabinho. Oh, I'm worried. I'm not going to lie, folks. I'm worried about Fabinho. There were times in the first half I was shouting at the TV, telling him to run. I felt like he was... I don't want to say he was disinterested, because I'm sure he wasn't, but it came across to me like he was a bit nonplussed, a bit disinterested, kind of jogging around the pitch a little bit too much. And I wanted a bit more from that from my Houlden midfielder, especially when you go away and you see Ajax getting such a fast start. They were getting stuck into challenges. They look sharper, they look more determined than us for the opening 20-25 minutes. And Fabinho just kind of ambled around the pitch at times in that first half, and there was one occasion where the ball went like a yard in front of him as Ajax were breaking, and he didn't even throw a leg out or anything to try and stop the attack. So I'm not going to mess about today. I'm going to give him a 5, and I hope we have better days ahead for Fabinho. He was a bit better in the second half, I will admit that, but ultimately he's still not back to the levels that we know he's capable of, so I hope we see them return very soon. Jordan Henderson. I thought Hendo was really good today. I can't lie. Of our midfielders, I thought he was certainly the better of the two. Full of energy. A great assist as well for that Salah goal. I mean, it looks easy, but it isn't. He has to take the outside of his foot and put a little bit of backspin on the ball as well to lay it into Mo's path. Mo finished it magnificently, but I have to say, I thought it was a really good, impressive display from Jordan Henderson. I hope that collision he had on his knee, you could see he was in pain as he went off. I hope that's nothing too serious. But for me, I'm going to give Jordan Henderson a solid 7 today. I thought it was a good performance from our captain. Now we move on to Bobby, the only one of our attacking players today that didn't score. But you know what? I'm loving seeing Bobby back in some form. I love seeing him around the pitch. He's a good link-up player. Yeah, there's always going to be that little bit of frustration with his misplaced passes or a flick that doesn't come off. But ultimately, when Bobby's playing well, I feel that we play well. When Bobby's pressing well, I feel that we press well. So today, it wasn't his best performance, but I think a solid 7 for Bobby Firmino. Nothing wrong with that. Harvey Elliott. What a moment from to score at the Johan Cruyff Arena in Amsterdam. And he took his goal so well. A very accomplished performance. Again, in the first half, I thought there was a few occasions where he was making the wrong decisions with passes. Maybe trying to be a little bit too precise. But we're talking about a young man here who is out there with seasoned pros and has shown that this Champions League level is absolutely where he belongs. I'm delighted that he got his goal today. You could see what it meant to him as well. Harvey Elliott, solid 7 for you, sir. Hopefully that'll be your number in years to come as well, because I think he deserves to be a Liverpool number 7. But I'm in love with this dude. I love him. He's one of my favourite players of the club. So much so I named my little puppy after him, as I keep going on about. But Harvey Elliott, take a bow, son. Another great performance. We move on to this man. Let's be honest, non-Liverpool fans who are watching this, you were all having a pop at him when he hit the post in the first half. And look, he should have scored. I can't defend that. But I did say he would silence those doubters in the second half. And it was an exquisite goal. 2 men marking him. One of them stood on his boot. He still managed to get to the ball, put his head to it and bury it into the corner. And not only that, his work rate was again phenomenal. Jurgen Klopp did have the luxury of bringing him off on the hour mark because he'd already scored. We were already 3-0 up and he knew we could wrap him up in cotton wool ahead of the Leeds game coming up on Saturday. I hope we get a good run out of Darwin with fitness now, because he is legit. Yes, he might not be an Erling Haaland, but then again, who is? But I tell you what, I'm looking forward to some very, very fun times with this dude playing for Liverpool Football Club, and I can't wait to see him bag a couple against Leeds at the weekend. So for me, performance with Darwin today, I'm going to give him an 8. If he had played the whole match, I probably would have pushed that up to a 9, but I'm absolutely behind Jurgen Klopp's decision to take him off on the hour mark to make sure that he's fit and ready to go for the weekend. Mohamed Salah, our final player today that we're going to be rating, and again, got his goal, took it magnificently, made it look easy. I believe he's only 2 goals away now from either equaling or beating Didier Drogba's record as being the top African goal scorer in the Champions League. And look, it's just going to be another record that this man breaks. So happy again to see him playing with a smile on his face. He worked his socks off today, sometimes fruitlessly in the first half, but he kept going, kept getting into the right areas. And again, he is so deadly centrally that's where I'd like to see him a little bit more often. Took his goal really well, as I said. Shout out to Hendo for the assist. Mohamed Salah, solid 7 today. And look, a normal average human being would probably be getting an 8 from me, but it's Mohamed Salah. I judge him a little bit differently. So look, that brings us to our manager today, and I think he deserves a special mention because we went away from home, yet again in Europe, kept a clean sheet, silenced the Johan Cruyff Arena, booked their passage through to the last 16 of the Champions League, and also did it after having a really, really rocky start, getting humbled away against Napoli, who of course won tonight as well against Rangers. So well done to Jurgen Klopp on managing his way through this little blip in our season. And look, I'm aware that we lost to Forest at the weekend, and there are questions that need to be answered, but I want to give Jurgen Klopp credit tonight, and hopefully we finish up the week with a win against Leeds on Saturday, 7:30 kickoff at Anfield. We'll be live from a Twitch channel for a full watch along from 6:30pm. The link of course is in the description. Let me know your thoughts on everything I've spoken about. Do you agree on my man of the match? Do you agree with my player ratings? And how happy are you that we've safely booked our place into the knockout stages of the Champions League? I will talk to you soon, my friends. Much love. Bye bye.